now. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna talk about these basketball games real quick, and then we'll call it a night. Man, I was gonna watch this game, really excited. Celtics and Milwaukee. Giannis is coming back. Let's go. It should kind of maybe be a good game. And then I see Jaylen Brown is not playing. I'm like, oh my lord, Milwaukee's actually gonna do the ass whooping tonight. Man, was I wrong? The Celtics 109. I couldn't believe what my ears were watching, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did this team keep winning? Not even Jaylen Brown played tonight and they still won. Like, what the fudge? I'm scratching my ass. I don't even have androids. How does this team continue to win games? Tonight, man, freaking Peyton Pritchard went back at it tonight. 25 points for Peyton Pritchard, man. I beg your pardon. Sam Hauser had 14. Nikola Vucevic had 10. Derek White had 18. Baylor Shamarham had a fucking 10. My boy Hugo Gonzalez had 18 tonight. Holy free holidays, man. This team just finds ways to win games. I don't understand it, man. Giannis had 19 points, 11 rebounds in his return. And that was really about it. Everybody else kind of sucks on Milwaukee. Bobby Portis, 12 points. Some guy named Osme Ding had 13 points. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know how Celtics continue to win games, man. I really don't. No Jason Tatum, no Jaylen Brown, and still win the damn game, man. Holy free holidays, man. I cannot believe it. Are you freaking kidding me, man? But anyways, the other thing I want to talk about here tonight is the some football news, and then we'll talk about wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. So the football news is let's see here. We got that Max Crosby, Adam Schefter's reporting that the Raiders could be trading Max Crosby here pretty soon, as soon as this week. Man, he listed the top 5 teams. I think it's Philadelphia, Dallas. Who else was it? New England. There's some other teams, but those are like the top heavy teams that are involved. I think was Detroit one of them. I knew for sure Dallas, Philadelphia, New England. I think, yeah, it was like the top heavy teams. But yeah, Max Crosby could be traded too. And also the Texans get running back Montgomery from Detroit. So I don't know if that means that Joe Mixon is finished with the Texans. He probably is. So now Montgomery is with the freaking Texans. And that's pretty much about it. The other stuff with the NFL Combine, Minnesota looking for a new quarterback. They're probably interested in everybody, man. Tonga Valoya, Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, Mac Jones. And Minnesota is interested in every quarterback, apparently. Holy free holidays, man. Jesus Christ. A lot of people are saying that I don't think this is going to happen, that Kevin O'Connell could be on the hot seat. He cannot control it. That's the general manager who already got fired, right? He's the one that makes the decision whether you want to sign our guy or not. I don't think they should blame Kevin O'Connell for letting Sam Darnold walk away. Dude, if the Minnesota Vikings end up firing Kevin O'Connell, holy free holidays. They better hope, imagine like a Super 2, imagine like a freaking Detroit or a Philadelphia fires like Nick Sirianni or Dan Campbell and hires Kevin O'Connell. Holy free holidays. Oof. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Minnesota's that stupid. Let's move on to wrestling, man. Wrestling, man, tonight, Monday Night Raw. Start off with the Vision, man. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Paul Heyman. The Masked Man come out. They have about 5 Masked Man. Everybody's confused all over the place. Both Logan and Austin Theory are chasing them. Then finally, they did the Seth Rollins comes on from the back, hits Paul Heyman with a chair, and then he hits him with a curb stomp. Paul Heyman is all bleeding. They got to take him in the ambulance. But then Logan gets the car to go follow them, I guess, in the ambulance. Austin Theory's waiting for him, and then he gets beat up by Jimmy Uso. And then it turns out LA Knight was fucking driving the ambulance. I'm like, Jesus Christ. That was kind of like, It was a comedy segment, I thought, at the end there. It reminded me of like when back in the day when Stone Cold Steve Austin appeared in the hospital as a nurse when Vince McMahon was in the hospital bed. It kind of reminded me of that when I saw LA Knight driving the ambulance. I thought it was LWL, man. It made me laugh. Anyways, but yeah, man. Then we had a bunch of matches. I thought like the show was all right. I thought it was a little bit of too much mid card. Like the woman really didn't do much. Like you had Liv Morgan do like a video package talking about Stephanie Victor. Same thing. Rhea Ripley does a mini interview on the top of the stage, talking about how she's gonna be on SmackDown this week to confront Jade Cargill. The woman didn't do much tonight. You had what? You had El Americano versus what they call him, the original Americano versus, was it Rojo or Rayo? One of the helpers from the other Americano, the tall guy. And then you did have Dominic versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. Penta wins it, man. Before the match, freaking Dirk, what's his name? Danhausen curses Dominic. Dominic loses the match. So Penta is your new Intercontinental Champion. Finn Balor didn't want to help, man. So I think that's where they're gonna end up going, man. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. I think that's where they're going, man. They're gonna turn Finn Balor a babyface. Once again, the woman didn't do much. Same thing. All the women just did fucking little segments. Like Rhea Ripley did a segment on Jade Cargill. Same thing. AJ, same thing. She did a kind of an open challenge to see who's next to face her for the Intercontinental Championship. You had who was Austin Theory versus Jimmy Uso. The match gets thrown away. Logan Paul interferes, then Jey Uso comes back, and it looks like that's what they're heading in a tag team match. Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos for the World Tag Team titles. My guess is that they're very confident that Braun Breaker is going to be clear, and it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, I don't think they would. It looks like they're really teasing hard that it's going to be Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos. So I don't think they would have teased it this hard if they were not confident that Braun Breaker's going to be able to get clear and he's going to be the one that faces Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Anyways, we get to the main event, man. CM Punk, Roman Reigns. They went at it hard, man. Holy free holies. This is probably the most badass CM Punk has been on the microphone since he's been back. A lot of people are saying this is like corporate CM Punk. It's not the CM Punk from like 2011. But this is the closest you got to him, man. Holy free holies. Roman Reigns too, saying that he's gonna beat him, and then he's gonna put him in a retirement tour. Just like John Cena, they're gonna max him out, and then he's like, we're gonna send you to NXT to coach all the wrestlers and teach them what we do is how we do. And then you're going to send them up to the main roster. I'm going to smash them. And then he said, yeah, we only brought you here to entertain the 30-year-old versions and occasionally maybe sell out some shows in Chicago. But yeah, man. And then CM Punk claps back, pretty much saying at the end, this was pretty much the final line that was said, I'm going to not only beat you, but I'm going to bury you next to your father so you won't be alone again. Holy free holies. And then he walks away and the show's over. Damn, that is crazy. That is crazy. It looks like the way it's gonna work, it's babyface on babyface, but I think Roman's gonna have to maybe be the heel, right, for it to work. It seemed like CM Punk was, like, what's that word? He was like more with getting involved with the fans, where Roman was kind of being more serious. So maybe Roman's gonna be kind of more the heel in this. I think Roman's kind of low key a tweener, right? When it makes sense, he's a heel. When it makes sense, he's a babyface. I think for this feud, it makes more sense for Roman to be the heel, which I think he's gonna. A lot of people are saying he's gonna be like very aggressive and maybe like do a lot of crazy attacks on CM Punk. But if that's the case and he starts like beating him up like backstage in the parking lot, and I feel like that means CM Punk's gonna win, right? That's what. If most of the feud is Roman Reigns for now on, just doing a bunch of crazy, like with The Rock beating up Cody backstage, remember, and blooding him up in the parking lot. If he starts doing shit like that, for sure CM Punk is gonna win. But man, it's gonna be fun, man. I cannot wait for WrestleMania, man. I really cannot. Um, but yeah, man, it's gonna get even better, man. Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill started fighting on Twitter, just like last year with Tiffany and Charlotte. Apparently, it's getting personal with them. So it's gonna be even get better because now they're gonna start the women's feuds too. Liv Morgan, Stephanie McCoy, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. They didn't even really get the women's stuff started. It was mostly about the men tonight. Wait until they get the women. I'm telling you, man, the playoffs have started. The March is the playoffs for WWE, and the Super Bowl is in 41 days at WrestleMania. Man, I cannot wait. I'm excited, man. This is the best time to probably watch wrestling. Hopefully the shows actually are good. But anyways, man, I cannot wait, man. I will be back tomorrow. I think I covered everything. Baseball, not much going on. Basketball, not much going on other than the games being played. I already talked about the football stuff. So I will be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, holla. Oh my Lord. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you were entertained, continue to keep watching because you haven't seen anything yet. This is why we do what we do.